think here the rarest thing possible is probably like Superman. Let's be honest.
You are sitting in a park one afternoon when a woman walks by and sits beside you. She is white as snow. Her hair is silver and curly. Her eyes are blue. You are captivated, so you ask her name. She says Abarash, and she adds she's from a tribe in sub-Saharan Africa. And then you realize she is a black woman with albinism. You ask for her number. She takes your phone and types with her left hand. You go on dates and she is brilliant. You have fallen in love, and luckily she becomes your girlfriend. And then your alarm goes off. It was just a dream. You just lay there heart racing and dumbfounded, and you ask yourself, does a person like that actually exist? Statistically? Yes.
Wait, but how is that the rarest thing in the world? The rarest thing in the world would probably have like super tiny things.
But that raises a more interesting question. Out of the 8 billion people alive today, what would the rarest possible person look like? To answer that, we need to break humanity down trait by trait, starting with where our person comes from. There are roughly 7,000 distinct ethnic groups on Earth. Most of humanity is concentrated in a relatively small number of large ethnic populations. Han Chinese alone account for about 18% of the global population. That is more than 1.4 billion people from a single ethnic group. But on the other end of that scale sit some of the smallest ethnic groups alive. The Sentinelese of the Andaman Islands are estimated at between 50 and 400 people. The Kawahiva of the Brazilian Amazon are thought to be fewer than 30 individuals. The Spinifex people of Australia numbered only around 200 at their last count. For our rarest human, we place their ethnic origin in one of these groups. We will use a conservative population of 500 people within a global population of 8 billion. That is 500 divided by 8 billion, or 1 in 16 million. Our person has now a 0.00000000625% chance of existing.
Wait, that's okay still or not though?
Now we give this person albinism. Albinism is a genetic condition caused by mutations in genes responsible for melanin production. Melanin is the pigment that determines the
Yo, what does skin tone have to do with the rarest human? Like I don't get it.
color of skin, hair, and eyes. In a person with complete albinism, this production pathway is either severely reduced or entirely absent. The result is white or near white skin, very light or silver hair, and eyes that range from light blue to gray to pink depending on how light interacts with the unpigmented iris. Globally, albinism occurs in approximately 1 in 20,000 people. Combining both probability, our person has now a 1 in 320 billion chance of existing. Now the
That's like the most impossible.
eyes. Green eyes are the rarest color with a probability of 1 in 50 people. But this is not the rarest eye mutation. Complete heterochromia is a rare condition in which a person has two completely different eye colors, such as one blue eye and one brown eye. It is usually present from birth and results from differences in the amount or distribution of melanin. In most cases, it is harmless and does not affect vision. The chance of having this eye trait is about 0.06%, or 1 in 1,667 people. Now let's make this person left-handed. Handedness is partly hereditary,
Yo, I'm low-key left-handed. When everything I'm left-handed, like we can bet anything on it. I'm left-handed.
but no single gene determines it. Even identical twins who share nearly identical DNA differ in handedness about 20% of the time. Brain lateralization also plays a key role. Most right-handed people process language mainly in the left hemisphere, while left-handed people often show more bilateral organization, with both hemispheres sharing the load. In many traditional communities, social pressure encourages children to use their right hand, which may lead to underreporting of natural left-handedness. While the
Yo, guys, on everything I'm left-handed. Since I even started writing, I'm left-handed. I've never been right-handed. Like my left hand doesn't even write properly.
true rate could be somewhat higher, a conservative estimate remains about 10% or 1 in 10 people. Now combining ethnicity, albinism, eye color, and handedness, our person has now a 1 in 5.33 quadrillion chance of existing. Now most humans see color through 3 types of cone cells in the retina, sensitive roughly to blue, green, and red wavelengths. The brain combines signals from these cones to create the roughly 1 million colors visible to normal human vision. Tetrachromats have a 4th cone type, sensitive to wavelengths between red and green. This can provide color information most people cannot see, allowing some tetrachromats to distinguish up to 100 million colors. Tetrachromacy is almost exclusively found in women because it is linked to the X chromosome. Women can inherit both a standard and a mutated version of the relevant gene, potentially creating a 4th cone type, while men generally cannot. About 12% of women carry the mutation, but only a small fraction develop functional tetrachromacy. Researchers estimate it occurs in roughly 1 in 40,000 women, or 1 in 80,000
Yeah, my IQ is so low. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, bro.
people overall. Our rarest human remembers everything. Hyperthymesia, or highly superior autobiographical memory, is the ability to recall nearly every day of one's life in extraordinary detail. Not just major events, but ordinary days, conversations, and experiences. The condition was first formally identified in 2006 by neuroscientist James McGaugh after Jill Price described an inability to stop remembering her past. She likened it to a continuous, involuntary
Wait, did he just say he makes someone forget their past?
replay of her life. Fewer than 100 confirmed cases have been identified worldwide. Even generous estimates that include undiagnosed individuals place the total at only a few hundred people globally, making hyperthymesia one of the rarest known memory traits. Conservatively, we place the probability at 500 out of 8 billion, which is 1 in 16 million. To recap, the rarest
There's no way 500 people have that, bro. That's fucking up.
human we created so far is from an ethnicity of 500 people, has albinism, has complete heterochromia, is left-handed, has tetrachromacy, and has hyperthymesia. In other words, this person. That brings the total probability of that person existing to 1 in 6.83 septillion.
Is that even a word? Like, what?
To put that into perspective, the number of stars in the observable universe is roughly at most 1 septillion. If you count all the grains of sand on Earth, you would need to have 910,000 Earths to get to that number. And this is not even the rarest person you can make. There are still so many traits that hold countless possibilities. Rare blood types, body mutations, intelligence level, etc. Too many to add to the video. The point is that all of us are unique and have beaten unbelievable odds to exist as who we are. It's true that there are plenty of fish in the sea, but no one is as cool as you. So keep on swimming.
Yep, we got that right. I'm the rarest human in the world.